I told my sister she'd never see $1 of my college fund, and my whole family turned on me at Thanksgiving. I want to be clear about something before I even start. I am 22 years old, and I've been working since I was 15. Not casually, not a summer thing. I mean, clocking in at a laundromat at 6 a.m. before school, bussing tables on weekends, cleaning office buildings at night during breaks. I have calluses on my hands that are older than some of my cousins. My parents had this big promise when I was growing up. College fund. They talked about it like it was this sacred thing. We started it the day you were born. My mom would say that at least once a year. I believed it the way you believe the sun will come up. Senior year, I asked to see the account. My mom got real quiet. My dad left the room. Turns out, there was no account. There never was one. They've been saying it to keep me from worrying, which is a nice way of saying they lied to me for 17 straight years. I didn't yell, I didn't cry, I just went to my room and started looking up scholarships. Found a partial one that covered about 60% of tuition. The rest, I figured out on my own. Every paycheck went into a savings account nobody knew about. I ate rice and canned beans for months. I turned down every invite, every trip, every anything that cost more than $0. By the time I started my junior year, I had almost $11,000 saved. My older sister Renata has a son named Colby. He's 5 and he's a great kid, but Renata's situation has always been complicated. Colby's dad disappeared before the kid could walk, and she's been bouncing between part-time jobs ever since. I feel for her, I do. But Renata has this habit of treating every family gathering like a fundraiser. She'll bring up how hard things are, how nobody helps, how she's drowning every single time. So Thanksgiving comes around. Big dinner at my parents' place. Aunts, uncles, my grandma, a few cousins. It's loud and warm, and for once, things actually felt normal. Then my grandma asks me how school is going. I tell her it's good. 1 more year left. She says she's proud of me. And then my mom, out of nowhere, goes, "He's been so smart with money, too. He's got quite a bit saved up for after graduation." Renata slowly put her fork down and looked at me like I'd been holding out on her for years, which, technically, I had. But it was my money. I earned every cent of it while she was asking our parents for gas money. "How much do you have saved?" I shook my head. "That's not really important," she laughed, "but not the funny kind. It's important to me. I've been begging Mom and Dad for help with Colby's medical bills, and you're just sitting on a pile of cash?" I told her it's my college fund. For my expenses, for after I graduate. She goes, "You have a scholarship." I said it doesn't cover everything. She said, "You live at home." I said not for much longer. Then my dad chimes in. "Son, your sister is really struggling. Colby needs to see a specialist. Would it really hurt you to help?" This is the same man who invented a college fund that didn't exist, who let me believe for 17 years that I had a safety net, then pulled it out from under me without even apologizing. And now he's asking me to hand over the net I built myself. I said no, clearly, firmly, no. Renata pushed her chair back. "You'd let your own nephew suffer so you can have a little cushion after graduation? What kind of person does that?" My mom grabbed my arm. "Honey, you've always been the strong one. Renata needs this more than you do right now." That sentence broke something in me. The strong one. That's what they call the kid they didn't help. The one who figured it out alone. They didn't call me strong when I was scrubbing toilets at 16 to save for a future they promised to pay for. They call me strong now because they want something from me. I pulled my arm back and said, if being the strong one means everyone gets to take from me, then I'm done being strong for this family. Renata was crying, telling my cousins I was heartless. My uncle muttered something about me being dramatic. I didn't respond. I stood up, grabbed my keys, and walked out the front door. My dad followed me to the driveway. "You're really going to leave over this?" I said. "I'm not leaving over this. I'm leaving because not one person in that house has ever once asked me how I'm doing. They just ask what I can give." He didn't say anything. I got in my car and drove back to campus. That night, Renata sent 34 texts, calling me every name she could think of. I read 2 of them, blocked her number, and went to sleep.